So I got my form made earlier today, and I think I'm just gonna take this stave. It's got some really nice thick growth rings on there, and probably gonna get started on this tomorrow, hopefully. Got a bunch of housework to do, but the plan is to get started on this if I can get it to focus, and make another 58-inch recurve and see how that turns out. But anyway, it's been raining here for at least 4 hours today, which is awesome. But anyway, so again, this is just a really nice piece of Osage, and because it has the thick rings on there, makes it qualify to make a nice short bow. Alright, so I got it cleaned up a lot better. As you can see, there's still a couple of little spots where it needs it, but I mean, that's not really gonna hurt anything. And then I kind of just left that down there because this stays like 70 inches and this is gonna be like a 58-inch bow, so there's really no need to go all the way down. Alright guys, so I got this piece. Uh-oh. You helping, Daddy? So I'm not actually heat bending on there, I just wanted to put it on there just to kind of line things up a little bit. I'm about to head to the store to get some sandpaper so I can finish sanding the limbs. So what happened was when I was splitting this off, I accidentally dug down really far and almost to the last growth ring on this piece. So we'll probably end up with a super light bow, I'm not sure. Typically, I wouldn't recommend only using one growth ring on a bow, but we're gonna find out, see how it works. I may end up with like a 20-30 pound bow, who knows. Anyway, still gonna have to recurve the tips and everything, and I normally leave my handle section about 1 inch, but I went with 5/8 of an inch just to kind of compensate for this being so thin. I don't want to damage, you know, the limb. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. All right, so that's how much it gave back on the deflex portion of it. So anyway, I don't recommend, you know, I made this form, but I probably won't ever clamp that down and then heat bend it that way. What I'll do is start on the tip and bend it down. It'll be a lot more doing it that way, but that's just the way I prefer to do it, especially if I'm going to be recurving the tips. But anyway, so hopefully we'll see this thing shoot some arrows soon. Alright guys, so as you can see, that's a huge gap in between that top limb, that's what I'm calling my top limb, and the form. Got a bunch of deflex in the limbs, and I got this heat bent this morning to come around, so I'm not going to try to recurve the tip coming from this way, bending it down. I prefer to put the tip on the form and then bend it back down the opposite way. So I just marked it so that way I'll know exactly where it's at. And again, I'll most likely steam that. That's a pretty drastic bend there, so I think steaming would be the way to go. So basically what I'm gonna do is just make this limb, you know, bend it down to about there once this one cools off and run out of clamps. But Anyway, so it's actually looking really, really good so far. I still have high hopes for this bow. We'll see. Again, I think it's going to be a very light poundage bow, but it's coming along really good. And I'm most likely going to glue a handle section on there to make it a lot more comfortable to shoot, and just kind of a more modern style bow. But anyway, again, so I'll probably end up shaping those tips a little more, narrowing them a little bit, and then heat bending it on the form. But anyway, like I said, it's coming along really good, and I'm pretty excited about this one. Alright guys, so I got my tip overlays glued on. There's still a little bit of early growth. I need to scrape that off. Here's the other one. Looking pretty good. It's glued on there pretty good.